Oh,
Hi.
it's about time.
Oh, never mind all that. Now, am I in Michael's will or not?
Well, there is a bequest for Shane's heirs.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
So, how much money am I going to get and when am I going to get it?
You get nothing, honey. Absolutely nothing.
What are you doing here?
I run here every evening.
You're following me.
Don't flatter yourself.
Carl told you to leave me alone. Why is it you're in my face every time I turn around?
I'm worried about you.
Why?
Because all of the changes you've made, your suspicions of everyone, friends and family, and there's something else. I don't want to frighten you. Carl, I love you very, very much. And because I love you, I know you, and I know something is terribly, terribly wrong.
Have you seen Matthew and Amanda?
Why?
I just wondered.
Why are you so mistrustful?
My attempt, my desire to protect you, you mistrust.
Darling, would you see a doctor?
Doctor, there's nothing wrong with me.
For me. Do it for me. I'll go with you.
Doctor? What kind of doctor? You want me to see a psychiatrist? Psychologist? You want me in therapy?
Vicky.
Oh, hi, Paulina.
Hi.
Hi. I was just out walking around and, can I come in?
Sure, come on in.
Well, you know, we didn't have much of a chance to talk the other night.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I just can't be in the same room with Grant.
I understand. I wouldn't deal with him either if it weren't for...
He's Kirkland's dad. I know. Jake and I talked about it.
Oh. Did he happen to mention what happened between us in the barn?
He was here after he saw you.
I figured he was. How is he?
The pits?
Paulina, he came to me whenever things got rough. Now, what is he going to do now that I'm not there?
I don't know.
And I'm scared for him. I am really, really scared for him.
You think the cops are really necessary? Stop it, all right?
Hello, Jake.
Hey, you know, some Joseph's getting to be a habit.
Charges: speeding, resisting arrest, suspicion of driving a motorcycle, under the influence. I'll handle it.
You see? He'll handle it. Why don't you take these cuffs off so you're not get...
Sit down, you stupid jerk. Then what the hell are you doing to yourself?
Did Jake tell you that my dad made us a cradle? He was so sure we were going to have a baby.
Jake told me.
When we were looking at it, it was like time just stopped. Like nothing bad had ever happened.
That's what he said.
He held me, Paulina. I mean, he didn't want to, but he held me, and for a moment, it was just us.
He loves you.
And I could have held on to him. I could have. He wanted me. I felt it. We could have made love.
A pity session in the barn? Come on, you're better than that.
That's why I pushed him away. I mean, I was hoping he would stay, but he just walked away, and I let him go.
You're not giving up.
Oh, no. No, I mean, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get him back.
Well, good.
If he wasn't so damn smart.
Well, he's that all right.
You know, he wrote the book on me, and it's just that he can see every move I make coming. He's going to try to block it. And
Well, I'm sure he just doesn't trust himself to be close to you right now.
I'm going
that's
to make
all.
him trust me.
You know, Vicky, you and Jake go way too far back for him to just walk away.
I needed to hear that. I think that's why I came over here.
You guys have too much history, and he will get back to that in time.
He said what happened in the barn was never going to happen again.
Yeah, well...
And he meant it. He meant it. Now he's going to do whatever he can do to try to push me away. It seems like just yesterday, he was chasing me all over this town with an engagement ring in his pocket. Now I'm the last person in the world he wants to see.
You're on the highway going over 100 miles an hour.
Oh, Joe, the road was empty. Would you do me a favor and get me out of these things?
Have you been drinking?
No, I haven't. Not yet, anyway.
Now, what the hell were you thinking driving a bike like that?
Something I wasn't exactly thinking.
Ah, that's the first thing you said that wasn't garbage. Now, come on, let's go.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna book me now, Joe?
No, I'm not booking you. But you're still in my custody.
Oh, I get it. We're gonna go have another man-to-man, huh?
Not tonight.
What? Time out. Where do you think you're taking me, Joe?
The one person who can talk some sense into you.
Oh, come on. Would you just...
Go.
I didn't say anything about a psychiatrist.
No, what other conclusion do you expect me to draw? I mean, you paint me as paranoid, as delusional.
Carl, we can't talk anymore. That's not us.
Well, if you're the one with the concerns, why don't you go and see the shrink?
What about an MD?
I have never felt better.
Carl, something is wrong. We can't go on like this.
Oh, poor mad Tom. That's the scenario, is it?
No.
I mean, other than hiring Cameron, making a few changes at Corey, what exactly have you noticed in my behavior that makes you think I'm mentally unstable?
Carl.
Well, obviously something is bothering you, and I would like to know what it is.
It's secrecy.
But because I fired Darren, is that it? That secret?
Because you incited Paulina to run.
I did not incite Paulina. I thought you understood that.
I thought I did too. But there are too many other things.
Such as? What kind of things?
Charades.
You mean my quote from Hamlet?
Yes.
An attempt at humor. Totally wasted on Matthew.
All right, this isn't getting us anywhere.
Well, you started it, you finish it.
The physical things.
Things? What things?
Walking into doors, spilling brandy, not noticing.
What a load of rubbish. I didn't spill any brandy. I never walk into doors.
I saw you, Carl.
Who put you up to this? Who made you say this?
No one.
These accusations, they're not...
I am not accusing you, darling. You're changing in front of my very eyes. What's made this happen to you? When did this start? Was it Shane? Was it Shane's death?
Not now.
That is it, huh? That reminded you of the loss of Perry and Ryan. Is that it? That's a pain that would change anyone.
I'm not lost enough. Now I'm going to lose you.
Darling, you haven't lost me.
You lost you to your children.
Matthew and Amanda have nothing to do with this.
No. No? You just went off and visited them secretly. Yeah, pretty obvious to me. You come back here suddenly. Suddenly, I'm a candidate for the psych ward.
I didn't visit Matthew secretly. I told you I was going to him.
I tell you, you go back to them and you tell them that the plot does not work. Carl will not be committing himself to the funny farm.
You weren't running. You're not even out of breath.
I'm on my own time right now, so if you'll excuse me.
Following me is harassment. You know that.
Look who's talking.
I turned around. You were standing right here staring at me.
I wasn't staring at you.
I saw you.
I was staring at her.
Please tell me you're not into UFOs.
No. I got a thing about stars. That's Ursa Minor. If you know anything about astronomy.
Only what I learned in school, and most of that I forgot.
You rich kids, you take it all for granted, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much. So what is it about her?
Well, she's elusive. Shimmering and radiant 1 minute, and then hardly visible the next.
I can hardly see it.
Some nights you can hardly see her at all. For a while, people thought she was just an asteroid reflecting light. But in the end, she turned out to be the real thing. She showed them all.
Better watch it, you could be likable.
Wow. I really missed all this.
How could you miss the stars? They're everywhere.
Shouldn't you be at home right now, soaking a hot tub, maybe sipping champagne, eating a little chocolate?
I can take a hint.
Amanda, wait.
No, I've had enough insults for the evening, thank you.
It's late. I'll walk you to your
I
car.
don't need a bodyguard.
You shouldn't be walking late after
I
dark.
would rather deal with the Bay City mugger than spend time with you.
Better be careful what you wish for.
Are you saying I don't get a cent?
Well, it's a long story, but the upshot is you get Zip, and Shane's child gets a first-class college education.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't there some way that, since the baby's going to get it eventually, I could borrow against it now for his formative years?
You mean so you can pay off your credit card charges? Now, look, I have to run. I have to burn the midnight oil. Michael.
Now, say any eat, Miss Winthrop?
No, I'm going to have something at my desk. Duty calls.
We got a new wine. It's Cher Fou. Thought you might want to try it.
That's Chien Fou, Michael.
What are you, some kind of connoisseur?
Yeah, he is. We get the best wines for Mr. Winthrop here.
Oh,
You
hello.
get what you pay for. Michael, see if this lady gets whatever she wants. So long, little mother.
Oh, Kath. Oh, God.
Would you care to order?
Yes, actually. I think I'm going to take an order to go. And, get ready a bottle of that, Cher Fou. I've got a little surprise for you, Cass.
Amanda, are you okay?
I'm fine. Just my stupid luck.
What happened?
No. Go away.
Is it your knee?
It's my ankle. Don't. I twisted it in stupid charcoal.
Why is it so hard for you to accept my help?
I thought it was obvious. I don't trust you.
It's a long way down.
I can make it.
Go ahead. I've got you. I've got you. Just lean on me. More than you got right now. Bay City Mugger's just a little busy.
For a low-fat chocolate syrup, it ain't half bad. Thanks. Sure. You know, maybe now isn't the time, but sometime I'd like to know, but later. Later, maybe.
You mean about Shane?
Why'd you do it? Why did you have to go up there and see him?
I thought I had a reason. To tell you the truth now, I don't really know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I told myself I wasn't going to do this. I'm really sorry.
You know what the really weird thing is? I mean, I went through this big, fancy, meaningful wedding, and then I'm living in this perfect cottage with Jake and the boys, but it really wasn't until that night with Shane that I realized the only man I really want, the only man I love is Jake.
All you have to do is convince him of that.
Believe me, I have tried.
Hey, you want me to talk to Jake?
Mm-mm. You know, when Jake comes back to me, it's got to be because he can look me in the eye and say he can get over what I've done. I mean, we have to work through this and face it together. Hi, Jake.
Is this why you brought me here?
What's the deal here, huh?
Well, look, I had no idea.
Jake.
What do you mean? You tell me you think I don't know a setup when I see one?
You don't think
What do you
we
think this is? I Love Lucy, where Fred and Ethel can get
Fred
the two of us
Ethel.
together and make everything work out?
Hey, get over yourself.
No,
Jake.
I'll tell you what, I'm over
back
for 1
off now,
second.
Jake.
It's okay.
It's not okay. Everything about this stinks,
Jake,
Vicky.
stop it.
Don't you ever pull another stunt like this again, all right? Why don't you just throw me in jail?
I can't feel my toes. That means it's broken, doesn't it?
You've probably got a bad sprain. Sometimes that can be worse than a break.
What are you doing?
Wrapping it. Compression and elevation to keep the swelling down.
I can walk now.
Go for it. But that leg's gonna fill up with fluid, and by tomorrow, you won't be able to stand, let alone walk.
You're trying to scare me. I'm a big girl now.
Facts are facts. Without compression and elevation, that leg's gonna swell up like a balloon. You'll have to call on me to drive you everywhere.
All right, wrap it.
And what's the magic word?
Please.
Does that hurt?
No. No. I never would have figured you.
Figure me for what?
You have a soft touch.
Yeah. Soft touch. That's me.
I didn't mean anything by that, you know.
I know what you meant. You're all set.
I've got to get back to the house.
That leg needs to be elevated for at least 15 minutes.
I have a telephone call. I have to be back there.
You'll call back.
It's not a day. It's my daughter. I made a promise. I have to be there.
Accidents happen.
So stupid. I don't fall.
If you hadn't been so angry with me, you probably would have looked where you were going.
You do not have that much of an effect on me.
I was just trying to get you off the hook. So what's your daughter's name, anyway?
Alexandra. We call her Ellie.
That's nice.
She's the best kid. I miss her.
Was she who you were thinking about when I saw you crying here?
I don't know you, my life story.
I'll wait for the book.
You feel like you have a right to know everything there is about me and my family, yet what you had for breakfast is strictly off limits.
Forget I asked.
Yes, it's this whole protection thing, is that it? Why does Carl have you protecting us anyway? Are we in some sort of danger? You know something, don't you?
Look, Miss Corey, I really don't know
There's
much.
no love lost between us, I know that. But if my daughter and my mother are in danger in that house, I have a right to know.
Your daughter doesn't even live here.
She will. I'm bringing her home from Switzerland for summer vacation.
Don't do that, please. Don't bring your kid here.
I'm not plotting against you with Matthew and Amanda. How can you say that to me after Nikos? I threw my own son out of this house because of you.
Yeah, but Matthew won, didn't he?
Won what,
He won
darling?
you. He won you. Your love, your loyalty.
How can you accuse me of not being loyal to you after everything we've been through? I've believed in you when you've gone behind my back, when you haven't told the truth to me. I've believed you when you've made decisions and not told me about them. I've trusted you when all the evidence said I shouldn't. I risked my life for you. I shot a man for you. How can you accuse me of not being loyal to you? I went to see my son. My son, Arlene, you don't know what I was talking about.
I guess.
I wanted to know about when you called him Mac.
What? Matthew told you that I called him Mac.
You don't even remember that, do you?
Well, of course I don't remember. It didn't happen. It's obvious to me what you're doing.
I'm not doing anything against you.
I finally organized my position at Corey. Now you and your children come up with this plan to have me judged mentally incapable of...
Why are you twisting everything?
I thought we were building something invincible. Between the... No, it's not. No. No, it's never been about me, has it? It's always been about Mac. Yeah, Mac's company. Mac's children. Mac's house.
I am your wife.
Yeah, I thought so, but you know, sometimes it's very hard for me because I don't know whether your heart belongs to me or to him.
Come in.
Hi.
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, maybe if you ask me to sit down, I'll show you.
Sorry, I'm busy.
You've got to eat sometime. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is your favorite one.
It's my chien fu.
The very one. You do the honors.
What else do you have in your little basket of tricks?
Oh, all sorts of goodies. I've got some other pasta.
Yeah?
Some pasta. Chicken.
Linguine aglio e olio?
Yes.
What are we celebrating?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to thank you. You know, for taking care of the sheriff, getting him off my back the other day, and being so nice and for caring.
Who said anything about caring?
You know, why don't you just let me handle everything and sit back and relax? Here you are. How's that?
It's heaven. The dress isn't bad either.
Oh, this? Just a little thing I whipped up on my own.
Right from Miss Ellen's Portiev's, no doubt.
Miss Ellen's what?
Oh, please, honey. That book must have read like an instruction manual for you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Scarlett O'Hara sewed herself a dress made from her mother's velvet drapes when she went to seduce Rhett Butler into giving her money, too, which is exactly what you're doing now, isn't it?
Why do you always think the worst of me?
Experience. Not that I don't find it amusing, even enjoyable. So, how much money do you need to bail you out?
Now that you mention it, I could use a small loan.
You're amazing.
It's not very much money. Just a
What do you have for collateral?
Oh, yes, I don't have any collateral. I mean, only for a life myself.
You're offering to sleep with me in your condition for money?
Dare you?
Hey, you'll spill my chien fu.
Oh, I thought you were a gentleman.
No, you thought I was a mark. You figured you could come in here and bat those gorgeous eyes of yours, and I'd roll over, just like your obstetrician did.
You're disgusting.
What happened? Dr. Nolan didn't come through with the money either?
Oh, you're a pig.
Now, that's the Lila I know and love.
I hope you choke on a chicken bone.
Level with me, and I might be able to help you. This is the act of a desperate woman.
I'm not desperate.
Hey, I saw you last night at Carlino's. Those weren't tears of joy you were crying. Now, how much do you need, in round numbers?
$20,000. Oh, but
Ouch.
I'll pay back every penny of it. Please, won't you give it to me?
No.
No.
I don't have that kind of money.
You're not rich?
I have expensive tastes.
Oh, I don't believe this. You mean you let me go through all this for nothing?
Oh, it's not as if you slaved over a hot stove.
You know what, Cass? Why don't you drink up?
Jake.
That's funny. Did you and Joe come over this together, or was Vicky in on it from the beginning?
Joe didn't know Vicky was going to be here, and I didn't know he was going to be here
I'm sorry,
alone.
I popped off, but the only reason that she's here is she's using you to get to me.
No, she's not.
Fine, I'm out of here.
No, Jake, you listen to me, and you talk to her.
Come on, leave the guy alone, Vicky. He got picked up tonight doing 100 miles an hour on his motorcycle.
What motorcycle?
Look, just let Paulina handle Jake, okay? You're gonna make things worse, trust me. Look, Vicky, do you love him? You love him, and stay out of his way. Okay, just go home.
I gotta call a cab.
I'll drive you home.
Thanks.
I'm out of here. You tell Joe he's got nothing to
No,
worry
Jake,
about.
it's all right. I'm leaving. You can stay.
Good.
Thanks for... Sure. You know something? It might not be today, and it might not be next year, but we belong together, Jake. And I'll be waiting for you when you're ready to come home.
Why shouldn't I bring my daughter here? You've got to tell me.
Won't a kid cramp your style? How you gonna bag a wealthy husband when you're sitting home babysitting
Stop
all
with the
day?
insults, all right? I saw the look in your face.
You can walk on this now.
What? Ow! Carl is putting us in danger, isn't he? Isn't he?
What's with you? What, do you have it in for the both of us?
Okay, fine. You know what? Don't tell me. I'll find out for myself.
You don't need anybody, do you?
No, you're wrong. I do need people. I just don't need you. But let me tell you something. If anything happens to my family because of your secrecy, you will pay.
You shouldn't be putting weight on that.
It's my leg, all right?
It's my
Ow!
responsibility.
Put me down! Damn it, put me down!
When we get to the car.
What is wrong with you?
I am your wife, not Max.
That's what you tell me.
Everything I'm doing, darling, is because I love you, not to hurt you.
There's no real place for me in your life.
Darling, I feel your distrust and your anger, that's
The way
all.
you can end their anger just like that, just no one of this bloody talk about doctors.
But what if it's a medical condition, Carl? What if it's something so
Oh, I see.
deep-seated you're not even aware of?
Got it. Now you're playing the analyst, huh?
What do you have against going to a doctor?
I'm tired. No. I'm tired. And I don't want to have to explain myself to you
Carl.
or to your children.
Carl?
No more talk of doctors.
Are you all right?
That's final. Please, would you leave me?
I'll be upstairs if you need me.
Put me down!
I don't like this any more than you do. Now, bedroom or living room?
Living room. Right there. Right there. Drop me. Ow! Ow!
I'll go get Claudia to get you some ice.
I could use something for the pain.
I'll bet. Where do you keep your aspirin?
Just a light aspirin now.
You mean there's not an aspirin in this whole entire... I'll go to the drugstore.
Your job description?
I'll put in for the overtime. You want me to get your mother before I leave?
I will be fine as soon as I am left alone.
Stay warm.
know who you are or why Carl hired you, but I am going to find out.
You never even had any intention of helping me, did you?
The shampoo costs $80 a bottle.
Yeah, no. Carlino's is going to put it on your bill.
Wait a second. You charged all of this to me?
Give the lady whatever she wants. Big shot.
Well, we're even. You're no lady.
I don't know why I ever came here to
No,
begin with.
don't cry. I can't handle crying.
I wouldn't give you the satisfaction.
And next time you get all dolled up offering yourself in exchange for cash, why don't you try to be a little more subtle?
Oh, you know what? Why don't you have some pasta yo-yo with your wine?
Wine? You know, they're right. Nice guys finish last.
What on earth is going on?
Oh, the South rose again.
Lila.
It's a long story. You want some audio yo-yo?
No. I want some advice.
Well, you came to the right guy.
Oh, sure.
Well, thanks for the ride, Joe.
Hope you heard me.
Lectured me the whole way home. I got the message.
You mean a lecture? I hate it when I do that. He can't handle being around you. It tears him up.
Don't tell me about Jake. I know him better than you. I know him better than anyone else in this whole
You let
world.
him down. He was banking everything on this marriage and on
I
you.
know what I've done, Joe. Every time he walks away from me or yells at me or shuts me down, I feel his pain and it's killing me.
Then do yourself a favor. Do him a favor. Just stay away.
Not a chance.
Vicky...
Joe? You know something? As much as he hates me, he loves me more. And if I just remember that, he'll come back to me.
I know you want to believe that, but I'm not buying it.
You'll come back to me, Jake. You'll forgive me. I know you will.
Do you believe her when she says things like she said out there, I'll be home waiting for you? I mean, the nerve of her. She loves you, Jake. She wants another chance. Talking about another chance. Don't you understand every time?
I see her, Paulina. I see her, and I just want to take her in my arms and hold her like none of this happened. Then I start thinking about Shane, and I picture the two of them together, and it's like hearing it for the very first time. The first time I heard it in the courtroom.
Let it go. Let it go. Can you do that?
No, I can't. If she had just told me. I mean, if she just told me we might have had a shot, I would have been mad as hell. But she didn't.
I know.
I mean, the weeks and the weeks of lying to me. Now, how am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to go back to her knowing that she's just waiting for the next Shane, or I have to wait for the next big lie?
You can't. You can't. Not until you forgive her and believe in her love for you.
Well, I can't do that right now.
I couldn't either. But But then, Jake, I realized it was a choice. To forgive and wipe the slate clean, or to end it. And I realized I couldn't let Joe go.
You're right. I gotta make a choice.
Hey, where you going, Jake? Where you going?
Jake didn't tell you where he was going?
He just said he had to make a choice.
You think it was about Vicky?
Must be. I just hope he makes the right one. I knew you'd come home.
You all right?
Oh, great, just great. I haven't had a food fight since college. Yes. Is this about the changes Carl made at Corey?
No, this is a private matter. I wanted to ask you about that doctor that you were seeing when you had those depressions.
Oh, well, it's more complicated than that, actually. But, yeah, her name is Emily Bradford.
You seem to have a lot of confidence in her.
She's the best. I wouldn't have made it without her.
So if one didn't know whether it was an emotional or a physical problem, would she be able to handle it?
If she couldn't, I'm sure she could give you a referral. Would you like me to get her number for you?
Yes, thank you.
You know, I'd be glad to make the call for you if you like.
I'll do it. This has to stay confidential.
Of course. You want to talk about it?
No. I can't talk to anybody about it, all right? No one.
Rachel.
Pictures. No personal items at all. Maybe I was wrong about this guy. I think I really could use those painkillers. Ow! Now what? Oh. Hello. What do we have here? The chauffeur with the semi-automatic mask. I don't think so. Who the hell is that guy?
NBC Tonight begins with a special TV-censored Bloopers 98. Then after Dateline on an all-new homicide, 2 suicides, 2 mysteries. The squad knows how they died, now to find out why. Beginning at 8, 7 Central, NBC Tonight. The Passion is online at NBC.com. Replay the hottest scenes from your favorite soaps in streaming video. Plus, get a sneak peek at the big scene for next week. You'll find it all on NBC.com.